Pickaxe.
Join us at patreon.com/castparty for a whole plethora of exclusive goodies. 5-day early access to every Cast Party episode, including Nocturne, ad-free episodes, behind-the-scenes info, exclusive bonus monthly one-shots, access to our community Discord, where our community plays D&D games together, has game nights, and hosts so much more, all for less than the price of a single cup of coffee per month. Aren't convinced? Try out a free trial. 7 days free to check out the content that we offer only exclusively on our Patreon. Patreon.com/castparty. Support your favorite D&D podcast, all while getting some awesome perks. Patreon.com/castparty. See you there, casting crew.
Welcome, cast and crew, back to Nocturne, A Curse of Strahd Tale. My name is Ryan McManus, and I will be your director for today. You can find me running the Cast Party socials at Cast Party D&D or on my personals at Rye.McManus. And I am joined today by my lovely cast and crew, ready to meet God, I guess, or fight him. We'll see which one. We have Vince.
Hi, Vince Perino playing Theren, Man of Hope Seeking Retribution. You could find me at all my socials at Dr. Stoice. It's like Blastoise without the bleh.
We have May.
Hi, I'm May, and I love to spite gods, and I'm playing Zielle. And I'm May LaFay on social media.
Deem da 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 deem da. Back for his Expedition 33 intro. We have Jose.
Yo, that's pretty perfect. That's pretty perfect.
That's what I'm saying, baby.
Love the game. I mean, don't really gotta say much.
Look at how proud he is.
We just yapped about Expedition 33 for like 45 minutes before we started recording.
That's great. That's great.
Jose, playing Expedition 33, but not today. Yeah, you can find me at DM Jose G everywhere.
And finally, we have Betty.
Hello, everybody. My name is Betty. I am Betty the Beholder on TikTok and Instagram, and I play Dahlia, your constellation of melancholia. And I really hope today goes well, because we don't really have a backup plan if it doesn't. So be nice to us, Ryan. We love you, despite what May might make you think.
She was really mean to me.
She was.
Oh, about to get meaner, buddy.
With some changes of clothes, and some of you getting clean, at the Blue Water Inn, you all finally reconvened. A lot was discussed, from dating to the event, and how the night treated you as you were all but spent. Theren grilled Zielle about her choices and motives, while Dahlia chimed in about something she noticed. For Cade had reached out. Before the party began, Dahlia asked for 3 days to decide the fate of her friends. Realizing her 3 days was up, you all felt you should chat, but Alizzato remembered that Danica wanted to yap. Walking into her room, the panic set in. Poisoned at the masquerade, Alizzato found she was bitten. Was it a ploy, or just pure coincidence? Sending a dying Danica home to torment Vallaki residents. She asked Ali for some favors in her last fleeting moment. The Keepers of the Feather must live on with him. And please, leave the window open. And we are going to start with Alizzato. As you are somberly hanging over the railing of the Blue Water Inn on the second floor balcony, you just chatted down to Brahmin Bray, Danica's 2 sons, who are now all on their lonesome. You told them to come see you before the night ends, as Danica had instructed you to take them to the orphanage. You have a moment to yourself, taking in the laughter, the hubbub, the chaos from down below. It's quite the contrast, hearing the excitement and the lively atmosphere going on down below, while you linger over them with this rock in your soul that's weighing you down after that conversation you just had.
He has spent so much time, not necessarily only worrying about his immediate circle, but like, I guess the concept of like kids in general, he looks at it unfortunately from the pessimistic angle, just somebody that has to like live out their days in this hellhole, and maybe one day they'll die and then their soul will linger and it'll just keep repeating and repeating. So there is that distance there. Right now, as he looks at Brahmin Bray, it's kind of like understanding perhaps what it is to care for someone, knowing that there are horrors and worse things to come. but you understand that undying, unwavering love that you have for somebody. And he just sees them playing. He probably just kind of remains here. After like gathering himself, he would probably just go back to the room. He hangs out outside the room for a bit. Maybe waits for like a good moment when they're all like talking about something either exciting or fun or something very much on the other tone that won't draw too much attention to him coming back into the room, but knowing that perhaps a conversation may be waiting for him.
And the rest of you in the room, you hear Alizzato squeak the door open, though not quite make too much mention of himself, entering back in. And what might you all be chatting about as the night progresses?
Unless someone else had something specific they wanted to talk, I would go into scheming. Zielle's idea that she would have proposed would have been to set up a little makeshift altar of sorts. So whatever candles they could gather, she's got like incense, maybe make a little thing for them to sit around in the middle of the room or something like that. And like she would be enlisting Dahlia's help.
Yes, I have nothing else but like completely determined to try to make this happen and sussing out like exactly what are we going for? Like what is our hope? What are we hoping to get out of Cade is I think Dahlia's question.
While the two of them are like over this table trying to set this up, wherever they are in the room, I will be just off in one of the corners or like sitting on the bed or something with Baron, just watching, and you can just see I'm just kind of in deep thought thinking about the situation that we're getting ourselves into.
Well, I think it's up to you, Dahlia. I mean, we're going to support you and make sure nothing awful happens, but this meeting is about what you're agreeing to or not agreeing to.
I don't want to take his deal. I know my friends don't want to come back here. I wonder if there was another deal we could make in exchange for him pulling some strings on the puppet he created. That's what my hope is, but I'm not exactly sure how to do that.
Well, it'll be a trade. It won't be for free, so I guess maybe think on what you're willing to do for that. And it's okay if you're not willing to do whatever he asks.
Are you prepared to do this alone if we don't make it in there with you?
Dahlia's gonna stop what she's doing and turn to look at you, Theren. I don't know. I'll say likely the wrong thing, but I have a feeling we're on the right track, and I think we need to get something from him, and he needs something from us, or otherwise he wouldn't be bothering us. She gestures to everyone in the room, currently in a deal or in an arrangement in some way with Cade. So, yes, I am. I'm something like prepared. But I hope you get to come with us. I mean, turning back to Zielle, you know more than anything about communing with gods, powerful people. How do you think we get all of us in there?
Well, a large part of communing with the gods is simply your intention. Unfortunately, I guess it's not specific to Cade. A lot of gods do require some offering of sorts as well. For Cade, it appears to be blood. But that's fine. We can just take a knife and just a little cut each, and she gestures at her palm. And then we'll just do a little meditation together. Just envision it. Focus on going together. And then we'll go. We'll be right behind you, Dahlia. Right? And she turns back to Theren and Ollie, or to look at both of them.
Sitting on the bed, I will nod, and then you see Baron fly around me in a little circle, and then with his one arm, he just puts a little thumbs up.
Well, Barrett, I know you've got our backs.
I think just more like responding to Baron, a little chuckle.
Well, I mean, we fought the devil last night. What's a god tonight?
I don't like this trend we're following, you guys.
It's only a trend if it happens 3 times. We'll take tomorrow night off.
Oh, good.
Anything else? Any last questions, comments, concerns? Or should we get this show on the road?
I'm sorry, my head's all over the place.
Are you okay, Allie?
It's, Danica. She was at the party, and now she is out there. She was bitten.
How do you know this?
I was approached by one of the kids, one of her sons. She wanted to talk to me. She just needed someone to help her with the kids. So at some point, perhaps on our way out, I have to make a quick stop, speak to someone at the orphanage. Danica is not, she's just not going to be around anymore. So if we have to talk to a god tonight, hell, let it just be another thing we gotta do.
How about this? Zielle stands up. I think we need this. Everybody come here. She puts her arms out. Gesture hands.
Are we holding hands?
No, we're hugging.
Oh.
Please, nobody needs hugs more than the people in this room who have been through the things they have been through.
Is this a part of your ritual, or?
Yeah, I think we need to do this to get there. I think, come here.
I grab Theron's arm that he has on me and I just go, you gotta get in here. And I just like scoop him up from underneath and I drag us both to the
I think
circle.
Theren just ends up in the middle after Allie just like throws him in there. And then
Oh,
we're
God,
so
not so tight, please.
I'm
Oh.
gonna squeeze the living shit out of you.
I love you guys. I mean it. You're each so special, and I'll do everything I can to protect you.
I hope you know how much all of your company has meant to me. It was always just me in perpetuity. But now, eternity doesn't sound too bad.
Dahlia's gonna look at Theren held baby style in the middle of this hug by Alizzato. Do you have anything mushy to say?
I'm with you all, and it's for a reason.
Those were words.
Well, I'm really cold, except when I'm with you guys. She'll do little jazz hands. And I am understanding if anyone doesn't want to go through this. I don't want any of you to feel like you have to see him or face him. If I have to go alone, I feel prepared, a little wink to Theren, to do that. I don't want any of you to get hurt because of me.
As long as we have the option, nobody's going anywhere alone anymore. We're doing this together.
Dude, that was mushy, Theren.
Yeah, there it is. Let's do this. I'm gonna take my dagger out of my bag. I'm going to slice my palm a little bit. Nothing crazy or dramatic. She's not trying to like pour out blood. He just said blood and intention, and she's more focused on the intention part because that is what she knows. And then she'll pass the blade to her left. I think we go around so Dahlia's like the last one. So she'll pass it to Theren and she'll say, just don't do anything, Theren. Okay? Hands you the dagger.
Whatever you say. After I copy her and cut in the same spot, I will hand it off to Alizzato.
And I cut in the same spot and I pass it off to Dahlia.
Before you pass it off, you feel a little tap on your shoulder and a little spectral hand is waiting.
Sort of like look at Baron and look back at you, Theren, and just kind of like, you want me to hand this?
How are you going to hand it to him? How is he going to cut himself? You got to do it for him. He only has one hand, man.
I have to do this?
Yeah, you have the blade, do you not?
All of those feelings about children and all of that coming to Alizzato as he just looks at the spectral Baron. All right, lad. Look away. Look away.
As you bring the dagger up to his hand, it's like you wave your hand through a little fog machine. It breaks before slowly reforming.
I don't ever want to fucking do that again, Theren. And I pass it over to Dahlia.
Dahlia will take the dagger. Before cutting into her palm, just kind of pauses and looks up to everyone. I don't remember much, but I remembered that I study stars. I'm sure you've noticed that I have an affection for constellations. One thing they teach you about studying stars is you can't look at the dark between them. You have to look right at where they're shining. If it gets dark, look for the star. Take a big breath in. And cut into her palm. Hand it the dagger back to Zielle. Quickly bring her palm to her chest before realizing that we have to somehow kind of join.
Let's sit. Everybody sit. Before anybody loses too much blood. Let's just hold hands. I don't think it needs to be blood to blood or anything. Let's just sit here. And she'll grab Dahlia's hand with her right and Theren's hand with her left. And just kind of hold them on her knees. And wait for everyone else to do the same.
Reaching for Alizzato's.
Instantly, finger interlock, but like making eye contact with him as I'm interlocking fingers, and then I grab his hand, and then I put it on my hip.
We're so fucked.
But we're fucked together. Everyone could use this. Let's just take deep breath in. Hold it. Release it slowly. And now just continue. Focus on your breathing. Our only thoughts are seeing Cade together. Let everything else flow by. Just breathe and think of what you want to do.
There's a slight abruption to the quiet meditation of a wooden chair being dragged close to the circle as Esmeralda spins it around and rests her arms on the back to overlook you all as you find yourselves sitting, holding one another. Are everyone's eyes closed?
Yeah.
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 Mm-hmm.
Can I have religion checks from everybody, please?
Oh, my eyes are closed, dude.
How are you gonna check for the religion?
How am I gonna check for the religion?
Where's the religion at?
Zielle,
What?
you can do it with advantage.
Ooh.
Yes! Marriage and vintage.
6?
Oh, dude. That's my modifier. 24.
I got 16.
Dirty 20.
That is a killer average. As you all are trying to take in the quiet, listening to each other's breaths, being guided by Zielle through this simple yet very important meditation. Take a big breath in, and as you release, you all begin to hear small drips upon the floor. Another breath in, and a long exhale out. The drips begin to quicken. And one final breath in. As you exhale, it sounds like you left the faucet on, coming from your hands, as water begins to pour, though you know it to be blood. And finally, as you all are clasped with one another, the muffled hubbub from the tavern below begins to slowly fade in your mind as those drips begin to slow down. And you hear one final drip from each and every one of you that drops down to the floor, though it reverberates as if it hit a large puddle as the sound spreads across the crystal black lake. Each and every one of you slowly begin to open your eyes to find your feet wet, your legs crisscrossed, sunken just slightly in the water, and that big, large blood moon begins to rise from the horizon, framing the throne that sits Cade, though currently silhouetted, not in view, though that silhouette enlarges as his wings begin to unfurl at the sight of Zielle. As you hear, all of you, for Alizzato, as you have not been to the Black Lake yet, this man is some 300 yards away from you, though it sounds like he is speaking just right next to you, as his voice echoes across the water. I didn't expect everyone.
Before any of us answers, I want to inspect all of us and see what we have on us. Do we have our weapons? Do we have our regular clothes? What do we all look like?
Just as you left. Weapons and all.
So what the fuck do we do now? And it's Alizzato very much just kind of like looking around, seeing the creature off in the distance.
Alizzato, you hear a direct response to you, even though you were muffled and quiet trying to speak among your friends. Does this place scare you?
No. Of course not. The theatrics are not really suited for someone like me.
More of a blunt, to the point man.
I take things as they are. Who do I have the pleasure of speaking with?
My name is Cade. Though I already know you know that.
Yes, you've been quite an interesting addition to our party.
I wouldn't say I'm lumped in with you all.
Sure.
Though I have a special connection with a few. I haven't had the chance, Alizzato, to get to chat with you.
I'm listening, but keeping my distance.
There's a slight beat before he adds on to the end of the sentence. You haven't quite needed it yet.
Good. It's great. Look at that. And he just kind of looks to everybody.
I would think we could kind of stand together and Zielle kind of like give Dahlia's hand a squeeze and then kind of let it go to gesture her like in front. She'll not let go of Theren's hand unless he does.
You feel it get tighter.
Dahlia will take that step forward. I didn't realize we had friends in common.
I speak to those in need. Your friends sought my services, and I felt you might too.
I might, but I can't accept the deal as offered.
So you're ready to let them go? Forever?
I don't think they deserve to be here. This isn't what they would want. Whether or not I'm ready isn't what matters. They are.
That choice is yours to make.
But, and Dahlia will kind of turn to the group. I would like to open discussions for maybe another arrangement. Because you're right, we are in need. A lot of people in Barovia are in need.
Go on.
I'm sure you know we were just at Party with someone you have given an immense amount of power. We want him gone. You can make that happen.
Dahlia, that's the whole reason you're in Barovia to begin with.
What do you mean?
I've dragged souls into Barovia to try to take care of him. You and your group were among those that I happened to lure in here. I thought you and Morden Kanan, El, Rowan, and Nori, I thought you all had what it took. Now, to be fair and to give you some credit, you were the closest to actually doing so. That rebellion, that battle on Strahd's Bridge between the Great Wizard and Strahd, I saw how you took out those vampire spawn. It was truly glorious, Dahlia.
Maybe we could have finished what we started if you had helped.
I'm sorry you fell that day. And you're right. Their souls aren't meant for Barovia. Dahlia, and neither is yours. I've had a hold on them since they passed. Though another outside force is trying to ensure they move on and find peace outside of Barovia, and I suppose you share that same sentiment.
What other force? Someone else powerful like you?
I fear much greater than me. I have held on for dear life, knowing that you and your group were the closest to slaying the devil. I was hoping that if their souls remained in Barovia, they'd come back. You'd find each other once again, and maybe this time around, you'd get the job done.
Well, they didn't. It's just me.
I know. You know I'm holding on to you as well, Dahlia.
Why? She takes a step forward.
You were the strongest of them all. That's why you're still here.
I'm here because you're keeping me here.
Do you want me to let go? Do you want all this to be for nothing? Do you want your friends to die for no bloody reason?
No, so I want you to help us.
I'm doing everything that I can. Though an agreement is an agreement. I gave Strahd his powers, I simply could not take it away. What would a world be without truth? A man stuck to his word.
Barovia.
Don't I know it? That's why I'm stuck here as well. Alongside each and every one of you.
And if he dies and the fog goes, you go.
No, the opposite. I'm free. When I met Strahd, he was a man groveling on his knees in tears. Because all he wanted was someone to love. A conqueror of many, a slaughterer of more. A man born and raised on the battlefield. With the prowess and cunning of a lion. Brought to his breaking point because of love. A woman. And that's where Strahd messed up, Dahlia. Strahd didn't ask for Tatiana. He asked for the power to kill his brother, Sergei. The man who his true love fell for instead of him. And so it came to be. Strahd received his immortality as powers from beyond. Though you and I both know that Strahd is the furthest thing from a righteous and just man. The atrocities that he's conducted with his own hand across Avrosa meant that whatever he asked for would have repercussions tenfold. That is not only where Strahd ruined his life, but where I sadly ruined my own.
She'll step maybe just a little bit closer and speak a little quieter. Not trying intentionally to hide, but like a sensitive question. When we kill him, because we will, when the mists lift, what will happen to me?
Strahd's end, Dahlia, brings both balance and chaos. When the mists rise, Barovia will go back to the world of the living. A demiplane shot back to the realm of man. The souls that have been reincarnated over and over again will live out their lives. And that's it. No more. When they die, they're gone. And I'm afraid that even with Strahd passing, with his powers blending with the ether, what he's done to you will still remain. I fear you too will fade into darkness.
Dahlia will retrace her steps back. The 2 steps she's taken forward, she'll step back to the group. Well, thank you for the information. As I said, I'm not accepting your deal. Give them to whoever's pulling on them.
You see, faintly, from across the water, his silhouette of his hand rises up, an open palm, then swiftly clutched and you can almost hear the snapping 1, 2, 3, 4, reverberating across the water. And that twinge behind your neck, Dahlia, the one you feel all too often, like a nerve has been spasming, finally begins to calm. Silence. For the first time in a long time. The choice is yours.
Dahlia, upon hearing the snapping sound, looking around, trying to find the source of it, trying to see if she can find them, to see them again. If they're being released from here, they must be here, right? Where are you? Hi, let me say goodbye. But doesn't find them. Has a horrible moment where she realizes she doesn't really know how much time has passed in the real world, and she doesn't really know where she came from or very much about where her party had come from. And with their departure, the only person who knows that they ever even existed is her, and she's dead. And she says thank you and closes her eyes and laughs at the absurdity of it. Open her eyes again, coming back to where they are at and what is happening, and kind of just wipe her hands down her face. I don't think we're gonna get a deal here.
Theren, I need a DC 27 Constitution saving throw, please.
Yo, let's go, dude.
Oh my god!
He said, Theren, go fuck yourself.
Oh my god.
27?
Vince, fuck you in particular.
I'll give it to you on a nat 20 as well.
14. Fuck.
Zielle, you find your hand lunged to the floor as Theren is submerged within the Black Lake, like a kraken pulling a ship into the deep ocean. Just in one swift motion, like someone grabbed his ankles and pulled. Theren, you find yourself submerged in the Black Lake,
Let him go!
only to begin to rise once more, though at the foot of the throne.
Oh! What? What is this? What have you done?
Is our deal still in place? You know the repercussions, you know what you have to do. I just need to know which way to sway.
You know I have no other choice. Why do you ask?
The rest of you, by the way, silence after Theren is pulled under. No voice ringing across the lake, just watching those two in the distance. He looks down at you, still silhouetted, even though you are at the foot of this throne. All I'm saying is you owe me a life, a soul for a soul, and I have not been paid yet.
With due time.
We made a promise, Theren, back in Avrosa, for avenging an innocent child taken too soon. I saved Baron's soul, and you provide me another. It was supposed to be the man in the top hat, but you won't be finding him anytime soon. Your mission, your duty, your life's goal. The only reason you woke up in the morning and the only thing that kept you breathing was revenge, and now you're stuck in Barovia. I, out of the kindness of my heart, Theren, seeing the way you grieve for your brother, offered you another deal, and I didn't have to do that. Soul for a soul, your time is ticking. The seconds waste away, and so does he.
I could see you're slowly taking him from me. I think we've all noticed. So if you require anything specific, please tell me immediately. I will help any way I can. Just bring him back. You know I will do this.
You brought a lost soul into Barovia. It was only a matter of time before he was taken by the cycle. I'm trying to hold it off as long as I can.
I will give you what you ask for. You just hold on to him. The time will come.
I'll be watching when you get to the House of the Dragon. And you can tell the conversation halts and the tension in the air thickens as you can hear him inhale slightly. Now, why is that? He inhales again through his nose. A floral scent with a slight spice. Get out of my face, Theren. As you are submerged once more, struggling to breathe under this water as you rise again by your friends to your knees. Are there any other questions? For I fear I've said too much to begin with.
Zielle says nothing.
Thank you for your time and your offer.
I hope you enjoy your isolation.
Are we done here?
Yeah, we're fucking done here.
Thank you.
Send us back.
Within an instant, Theren has felt it before, and so has Zielle. You all find yourselves submerged within the Black Lake, though this time it feels as if water is rushing into your lungs, as if you're drowning. You begin to flail about, only to open your eyes as the panic sets in and the adrenaline rushes, to find yourselves sitting crisscross on the tavern floor, Esmeralda watching over you.
Let me help with that, and I'll get up and I'll walk over to the bed and rip the sheet and just like start bandaging other people's hands, put a little leaf in between.
I am rushing over to wherever Baron is and just inspecting his entire body and then looking at the sword and inspecting that.
Everything seems to be in order. And as you all get up, Esmeralda makes a note that it had only been a couple seconds since before you took your deep breaths. It was almost shocking to her that you stood up so fast.
Dahlia, are you all right? It went stiff as a board for a second there.
Yeah, I'm okay. Are you all right?
Yeah, I'm fine.
We could have died and we didn't, so it went really well, I think.
I feel like that's just our motto every day here in Barovia.
I love it. You were, unusually quiet.
Yes, I don't know. I suppose he wants my attention, so I was trying to withhold it as much as I could. It's a trick that always works on men.
Power move.
Besides, it was about your deal and your decision, so I unfortunately will have more chances to talk to him, I think, so.
If you want, I'll come with you every time. You never have to go alone if you don't want to.
I would love that. Dates are so much more fun when I can bring a friend.
Yes. It'll be like, oh, never mind. I was like, it was gonna be a thing, but he's evil. I forgot for just a second.
Yeah. It's so sad, though.
That he's evil?
No, I mean, yet. No. I just meant, I hadn't, I guess, really fully understood that he was as trapped as we are. I don't need to feel bad for him, though. He did this. He's the one who created Strahd, so actions have consequences.
We are trapped and are choosing to help people, and he's trapped and is choosing to harm people. So while we are in the same situation, we are not the same. You are not like him at all.
Is he harming people?
As Alizato's ripping the sheet, when Dahlia says that, one soul that helps another cannot help if there is a corruption along the path. For as arrogant and as hot-headed as he seemed within his lavish throne, I will have to agree there is a form of desperation, but emerging from sadness. Cade seems kind of like us. We will remain stuck in this cycle unless something breaks it. But whatever bond he has with Strahd is preventing him from taking action. And then I take Zielle's hand and I go, but again, this is just all as I could gather. Stop moving your hand. Open it a little bit more.
No, okay, sorry. No, it's fine. It's just a little cut. I know, you're right. I can't help but think that, Suni gave me some of her powers for love, right? And he gave Strahd some of his powers for love. So, that's all, I guess.
I thought it was interesting that he was so specific about the fact that Strahd did not ask for love. He asked for the power to kill his brother. Not love.
No, you're right, and that's what makes me different from Strahd, I suppose, but he did point out the love, and that makes me wonder if he's more similar to Suni than I would have originally guessed, I suppose.
Well, we're all alive. I'll turn to try to find Theren wherever Theren is in the room.
He is just standing in the corner listening to you guys, not looking the happiest hearing what he's hearing.
Sorry. What did he say to you, Theren? We couldn't hear him once he's brought you closer.
Oh, yes. What did he say?
Nothing.
Well, that's a lie.
You guys just stood there and stared at each other from 10 feet apart for 2 minutes?
It was nothing of importance. Insults.
It was not insults.
Insight check.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, I'll
Please.
insight check.
Theren, please feel free to do persuasion or deception. Your choice. Do not tell me.
24.
Oh no, that's a 6.
24.
Oh!
17 plus 7.
Meets it, beats it! Meets it, beats it!
Spill your secrets, Theren.
Totally other
Meets it, beats it!
Yeah, I was gonna do rollies, but I think you're right. Technically, in this case, Dahlia is rolling against Theren and meets it, beats it. So, Theren, I will let you describe what they gather from that. You don't have to just blurt out everything. It is just what they might gather in the moment.
It's one of those when he says that and he's kind of quick to answer it. You could just sense that he doesn't want to be pushed further on it because it makes him uncomfortable. And you can tell that he's fibbing for that reason alone, that he is uncomfortable talking about it currently.
Dahlia will see the vein, assess, understand. Well, when it does become important, let us know.
Maybe it's time we get some rest.
Nothing to be done now.
Tomorrow we go on to our next check on the to-do list. Yeah?
Then I will go find the boys.
Before we say goodnight, I just want to thank you all again for coming with me.
Of course.
Always.
Theren will walk towards her and just put a hand on her shoulder and walk towards the door and leave the room.
Good night. And she'll turn and leave and go to her room.
You all find yourselves with some alone time. I know Alizzato has a goal for the night, but does anyone else have anything else they would like to do in the tavern before bed?
I will say that Zielle has had on her mind that she wanted to try to speak with Suni, but I think once the others leave her room and she's just kind of looking at this like odd makeshift altar in the middle of her room and the mirror where she would normally sit, she's just gonna shelf that desire for now. We've already talked to one god tonight. I think maybe I'll try and keep them more separate. I would just like to wait a little bit, and then I want to go knock on Theren's door.
Theren, it's about an hour or so. Probably already found yourself trying to relax in bed, barren in the corner, like usual. As you find yourself staring out the window, just trying to calm down. And you hear a faint knock upon your door.
Doorknob slowly turns, and as the door opens, Baron is there in front of you to greet you.
Hi, Baron.
Will wave with his arm.
How mad is your brother right now?
Just a nod.
Do you think I could fix it?
The one arm goes up like a, eh?
Well, I should try at least, right?
He will fully open the door and gesture his arm out.
She'll give him like a little faux curtsy and step into the room. She doesn't have anything except for she's just holding her pillow. Like she kind of has her arms crossed, like holding her pillow from her bed.
He's just laying in bed, staring out the window.
Really?
Can I help you?
Can I help you?
There's no helping me.
That's not true.
I guess we'll see.
Felt like I was helping you on the dance floor at that ball.
Was it not I leading you?
I just saw a smile that I hadn't seen before is all.
It can come from time to time, I suppose.
I'm sorry, Theren. I don't know what I can do to fix it, but I wasn't gonna leave you.
It's not just me. It's him. I'll point at Baron. The rest of us, we had a plan. Each one of us were supposed to keep each other in check. Where were we? The most unsafe conditions that we could be found. That is not the time and place to break up. I worried for you. And for good reason. Look at you now.
What do you mean?
I just grab at my neck.
I'm sorry, does my injury make you like me less?
No, Zielle. It makes me sad.
And yet, there's no remorse for yourself when you throw yourself to the ground time and time again in battle. And I beg you to get out for your safety while I hold things down, because I know I can. And I watch you throw your life away. I know the feeling.
I'd rather throw my life away than watch another person I care about wither away.
Well, you can't be mad at me for doing the same.
You don't deserve it.
Sure I do. I killed someone's brother who didn't deserve it. And you deserve life as much as I do.
I don't know. I don't know what you want from me now. I don't know what to tell you. And I don't know what to do anymore. If the only way that I can protect all of you is throwing myself to the sword, I will do it. I don't care. You all made a promise to me to help bring him back. So just keep that promise, please. Even if I'm gone.
You know we would.
Why do you think I want to protect you all? You're the first ones I've trusted in a long, long time.
You know that people trust you too, Theren. They'll rely on you and want you around to help as well. I launched a feast of vampires that killed hundreds, despite being told by Strahd himself not to do it. I went off in a room with Strahd at the ball where he tried to kill me and turn me into a vampire. If that's not a failure, I don't know what is. But also, if you didn't want to be around me because of it, I would understand.
Theren will sit up in the bed and just put his elbows on his knees, look up at you lightly. That was a pretty big fuck up, wasn't it? And he gives a little smile.
She sticks her lower lip out like I just did. Like she knows you're joking, but also like, ow. Yeah, it was. That's what I'm saying. It's like all I do is fuck up.
It's all we all do. We all are making choices. And I'm realizing we all don't make the best. And yet we keep carrying on.
I will not keep things to myself anymore. And I'm sorry that I have. It's something even Tanis's ghost was still calling me out on. But he was right. It's how you just end up alone. We're meant to be a burden on each other. That's just how life works. You cannot gain the conveniences of a relationship without also the inconveniences. And I think that we're a group of really stubborn people who want to help and see no ill befall their friends and loved ones. But we're just causing more damage, keeping it all to ourselves. What if we leaned on each other? Can I sleep in here tonight?
Look back down at the ground, just scoot over a little bit on the bed and put one hand next to him.
She'll shuffle over, plop her pillow down, fluff it up very dramatically because it's Zielle. Once it's just perfect, she'll lay down next to you.
He will try to lay down, and as he does, he grabs onto you and gives you a very tight, strong hug. And it's almost as if he's shaking slightly. And after a moment, he quickly lets go and stands up out of the bed. I need to go to the bathroom. I'll be right back. And he rushes out of the room real fast.
Okay. Try to take up not as little space in the bed in case, hoping he comes back.
Ryan, I would like to leave the room and as quietly as I can go to her room. I want to take a look for her little meditation spot that she has set up.
It is a small vanity mirror, 2 sets of candles arranged on either side, unlit, sitting atop a desk. Very out in the open, easy to find.
From seeing her do this in the past, is there anything specific that I have to do to set it up the way that she does?
You notice the candles that she used for the little Cade altar were a different color, probably just white, but then she has some red candles, just a 2 or 3 that she would set in front of the mirror and light. And that's really all she'd do, just light the candles, and then you'd see her look at herself in the mirror, and sometimes she'd talk, sometimes it'd just be in her head,
So what Theren is going to do is just try to find anything to light those candles and sit down in front of that mirror and just stare at himself and think internally to himself, am I doing the right thing? Who am I?
As you are sat, staring blankly at yourself in the mirror, it's not something you do often. Almost feels unnatural for you to be gazing back at yourself. As these flames begin to flicker as you talk, the movement of your breath causing them to almost go out from time to time. Can I have a religion check, please?
14.
As you are waiting, you swear for a moment that the flames atop the candles flicker pink. Just for a second before returning to that bright orange. But nothing comes back to you.
I don't know what I was thinking. Why did I waste my fucking time on this? I put out the little flames, make my way back to the room.
As you put out the flames, Theren, pinching them one by one, the smell of smoke doesn't reach your nose. A floral scent with a slight spice does instead. When you remember Cade describing, not a few moments ago.
And I will stand up from the altar and try to leave the room.
As you walk back, peering down from the balcony, you spot Alizzato on the bottom floor, trying to wrangle up these two kids as they begin to slowly walk out hand in hand with Alizzato at the front door.
Before he goes out the door, hey Ali, you okay down there? You need an extra hand?
If I'm holding on to the boys, I think what I'm gonna do is that I'm just gonna lift up both of them, so then they're kind of hanging with their arms, and then I'll go, no need, I'm just going to feed these 2 boys to the wild werewolves of the forest. Ain't that right, boys?
They begin to laugh and they start kicking you. One begins to pound your chest as to try to escape your grasp as to not be fed to the werewolves.
Oh, if only I was joking. And then I just continue taking them out. But before I leave, I just kind of look to Theren and just kind of give him an acknowledging nod. I'll meet you in the morning.
Just don't make their knots too tight.
No promises.
You can hear the giggles slowly fade as the door to the Blue Water Inn closes and you are able to make your way back to your room, Theren.
When I make my way back into the room, I will go back into the bed and just say to Zielle, I apologize, I had a run-in with Alizzato. I think you can guess how that went.
I don't have to guess. I heard you two yelling.
Yeah, those kids are a handful.
You're surprisingly good with kids, you know.
I did raise a few myself, so I guess it comes with experience. I will rest my head on the pillow and pull her closer.
I would like to specify that I don't need to sleep, so she's not gonna fall asleep right away. She'd probably kind of pretend like she would match her breathing, whatever, but she'd kind of just be laying there listening and thinking.
As Theren slowly begins to fall asleep, Zielle, you're winding down for the night, closing your eyes, just taking in the calm and the solace, the comfort of being held by another. And a voice comes to you, one you remember, however. Though it doesn't sound like it's talking directly to you. It's as if it's talking to someone else. Though first a man is heard. Why me? Of all people. As it echoes in your head like a memory. As the woman voice is heard, another you remember. The way you look at loss is admirable. The way you love those who pass, even with no connection to you whatsoever. You feel it too, don't you? Their pain, their sorrow, their hurt. As hurt begins to echo over and over, slowly fading out, before the voices can no longer be heard. Alizzato, you take the rest of the night to wander over to the orphanage. It's a hard conversation with Claudia, as the boys don't particularly want to leave your side, though they are excited when they see Milovaj open his door to greet them. It's like a lump is caught in your throat during the whole conversation.
Look, it's not for a long time. Thought to hear and be taking care of you guys. Your mother just went to go find something for me. That's all. All right? But if you need anything, just tell Claudia and she will get me. All right?
The boys run over. The instant Milovaj opens his door, even though it's particularly late, as he leans down to hug the two of them, their giggles filling the orphanage as it's quiet and dark. Most are asleep. As Claudia looks over to you and just gives you a simple head down nod, as you are able to leave the kids behind. You make your way back to your home for the night. And what are you thinking about as you lay your head down for the night after the events that occurred at the manor, after the events with Cade, after the events with Danica, and finally ending on such a heartbreaking encounter and departure?
There is the cycle of life and loss and repetition, but it's like this one is just slightly different. He thinks about it for a while and he does a thing where he turns one side, he turns to the other. And then all he can really think about is just, maybe not now, maybe not perhaps a couple weeks from now, but eventually the boys will start to get aware of something. And that thought kind of like keeps Alizzato in like a spinning and not necessarily resting. He'll eventually find rest. But until that point, he actually spends the night cleaning up his home. Gather all the parchments and I put them all together, but it's very much like it's like an old man that doesn't want to clean his home. It's not graceful. It's not a welcoming sound from outside. It is very much a, God damn, so many fucking papers. And the leaves, so many leaves. Why the leaves? Every year there's more leaves. Who knows what his true intention may be to sort of take this as the moment to do this kind of action. But it sort of allows him to put everything in a place, gather his thoughts, collect what he's been experiencing.
A slight moment to yourself, something you haven't really had a lot of in the past few days. A moment to recollect, a moment to process, a moment to let it all sink in. And know that you have to do it all over again tomorrow. After you get yourself organized and find yourself in bed, sleep finally comes to you, though struggling, as morning comes. For all of you. You all may take a long rest as we all gather ourselves in the Blue Water Inn in the early hours of the morning, ready to head to Argynvost Holt, the next stop on your to-do list. With supplies in hand, everyone armored up once more, weapons sheathed at your side, some on your back, and some held far too close. You all head out the west gate, Esmeralda in tow, as you find yourself walking for quite some time before a fork in the road comes. As you're on the way to Argynvost Holt, you come to this fork as Esmeralda parts ways with you all, giving you all hugs once more, telling you that if you need her, when the time is right, just head to Ricky's Tower. That's where you'll find her, hopefully, with some new information for each and every one of you to guide you on your quest to taking down the devil. At this fork in the road, I need two things. I need perception checks from everybody, and following that up, I need a wisdom saving throw with a -5 from Dahlia.
Oh.
I thought she was free! I don't like you being targeting me right now, babe.
Absolutely mental.
We went to talk to God for her. What do you mean?
That's a nat 20. I'm gonna apply that to my wisdom save, if that's okay with you, Ryan.
That's the power of friendship.
Fair, okay,
Power
okay.
of friendship.
And perception checks.
17.
10.
Dirty 1.
Not the dirty one.
I only got a 5 on my dice, plus 7 is 12.
Alizzato, as the fork in the road comes, you are the first to say your goodbyes to Esmeralda, as you and Dahlia were probably the closest to her, having spent the most time with her. As you say your goodbyes, the hug is let go, and you begin to look around at your surroundings, figuring out where the fuck do you have to go now? Argynvost Holt is a myth, a legend, something to scare the children. Though you are the one person to know its true direction being southwest. Though as you look at the signpost, it seems scratched out on the southern end. But coming close, you can faintly make out the word Berez. The town that you just all found out was the last piece of your puzzle. And along with that, you also find 11 crows. And for today, that's a wrap.
1 for sorrow, 2 for mirth, 3 for something, 4 for birth,
3 for a wedding.
5 for silver, 6 for gold, 7 for a secret never be told, 8 for... Oh god, this is where I'm gonna lose it. I don't know. Okay,
You're
I'm
just pulling
gonna
these
look
out of your noggin?
Do you want me to
it up.
continue?
No, I literally memorized it the other day. Like me and my friend.
I can finish it for you if you'd like.
Yeah.
8 for a wish, 9 for a kiss, 10 a bird you must not miss, 11 for hope, 12 for health, 13 beware of the devil himself.
Great.
Thank you all so much for listening. Come on back in 2 weeks where we start our Manor of the Dragon. It is finally time to visit Argynvost Holt and see what lies within its walls. Goodbye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye. Who's Theren gonna sacrifice?